Hello, welcome to Bragade TV. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Biography of John Kufuor. John Kofi Kufuor is a Ghanaian politician, lawyer and businessman who served as president of Ghana from January 7, 2001 to January 7, 2009. He was also the chairperson of African Union from 2007 to 2008. His coming to power at the end of Jerry Rawlings' tenure was the first peaceful democratic transition of power in Ghana since independence. Kufuor has been a major player in the Ghanaian politics as a Democrat. He was appointed minister in Kofi Abrefa-Busia's tenure in the Ghana Second Republic and was a frontbencher during the Third Republic. In the Fourth Republic, Kufuor stood as the New Patriotic Party's candidate at the 1996 election and then led it to victory in the year 2000 and 2004. Having served 2 terms in 2008, he was no longer eligible for the presidency. Born in Kumasi, Kufuor started his primary education at Osei Tutu Boarding School in 1951 and moved on to Prempeh College from 1954 to 1958, then Lincoln's Inn, London, 1959 to 1961, and Exeter College, Oxford, in 1961 to 1964. His hobbies and interests were table tennis, reading, football, and film shows, according to a parliamentary register once filled by him. He was also a one-time chairman of Kumasi Asante Kotoko Football Club. In the Second and Third Republics, Kufuor was a member of parliament for Atwima Nwabigia for about 6 years within the late 60s and early 80s. He was also the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, where he represented Ghana on numerous occasions at the UN's General Assembly in New York and the then Organization of African Unity ministerial meetings in Ethiopia. Kufuor was also the spokesman on foreign affairs as well as deputy opposition leader of the Popular Front Party (PFP) parliamentary group. As an invited guest, he followed President Liman to the Organization of African Unity Summit in Sierra Leone. In 1981, when Ghana had economic problems, Kufuor was part of the parliamentary team that went to the United States seeking solutions from International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. Kufuor was the secretary for the local government in the national government formed by the All People's Party (APP) in alliance with all the opposition parties in 1982. In that capacity as secretary, he wrote the local government policies, which are now being used for decentralized district assemblies. In April 1996, Kufuor was nominated by the majority of the delegates of the New Patriotic Party (NPP) from all the constituencies of the country to run for the office of the President of Ghana in the December 1996 election, but lost the election, polling 39.62% of the votes to Rawlings' 57%. In 1998, Kufuor got the nomination again to run on the platform of the NPP and also to become the official leader of the party. He won the presidential election in the first round with 48.4%, while his closest opposition, John Atta Mills, Jerry Rawlings' vice president, came second with 44.8%, leading to a runoff. In the second round, Kufuor won with 56.9% of the votes and was sworn in on January 7, 2001, marking the first time an opposition would unseat the incumbent. He got re-elected for a second term in December 7, 2004 election with 52.45% of the popular votes to avoid runoff, and his party won the majority seats in the parliament. His government on domestic policy in his first tenure was geared towards cutting unnecessary spending so as to stabilize the economy. Other policies of his were explained in the 5 priority areas program, which were the pursuit of good governance, modernization of agriculture for rural development, private sector participation, enhanced social services, and vigorous infrastructure development. His government was also said to have got the most financial aid in the history of Ghana. Kufuor called his foreign policy and economic diplomacy that gave birth to his good neighbor policy, which saw the country under him bring about peace in Liberia, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, and Guinea-Bissau, among others. He was the chairman of ECOWAS for 2 consecutive terms, 2003 and 2004. Some of Kufuor's achievements are the National Health Insurance Scheme, which replaced the pay-as-you-use system, where about 11 million Ghanaians were said to be registered, the grant for school children at the basic level. Kufuor also began the National School Feeding Program. In sport, he renovated the Accra Sports and the Baba Yara Stadia and built the Esipong and Tamale Stadia in 2008. Kufuor married Teresa and had 5 children. He speaks the Akan language fluently and was known for using his language at campaigns in his native area. What's your take on Kufuor as a Ghanaian politician? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel.